Kevin,
Yes?
tell me your washing up wisdom when you're tripping.
Well, it's the difference between car camping and tripping is like, well, you stink.
Huh? I'm good.
You good? No black fly bites?
Oh, I got a few around the ears, around the edges there, a few on the wrists, but and a little bit on the ankles. But I'm hanging in there.
And you know why they're not bugging as much as Ann?
Why is that?
You smell.
I do not. I just stay close to you, and you smell.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, my feet stink.
Yeah, can you back up a little bit?
Many times, and this is not sort of in a textbook, but I would literally get to camp and jump in or walk into the lake with everything on and just rinse everything off and then dry on the shore because it was sticking hot out and you would dry really quickly. So yeah, or when you did do laundry, so every fourth or fifth day on a long trip, fifth day probably, you would have 2 nights. Yeah, I learned that long ago. If you kept pushing, and you were going for 20 days, you just break down because you're wearing the same clothes. Like and that's what you do on a trip. You wear the same clothes, except socks and underwear. Yeah. So 5th day, 6th day, we would make base camp. We would wash your dainties, wash your socks, maybe wash your shirt because get the armpit smell. But it's going to come back anyway. But I don't think I ever washed my pants. It is what it is. Yeah, you do that, and I don't know. We even have contests of who smelled the worst.
Really?
Yeah. Well, there's different smells though. My worst smell is like boot smell. So no way do my socks and my boots ever go in the tent. They're not allowed in the tent. And my trip mates have said that, and I've even said that myself. They're not allowed in. And but I also trip during the day with my boots, my hiking boots on, my socks, and I'll just walk through water all day, and my feet are wet. So everyone's like, I want a footwear that will make me dry the whole time. That doesn't exist on a canoe trip. That does never. There's no foot. You buy hiking boots that are waterproof. What the? They're waterproof up to the top, but like you're in knee deep mud. For the love of God, whoever thought that out? So no, you just as soon as you get to camp though, you take those boots off, get your socks, you rinse them, you dry them out. Don't put them by the fire. You just burn them, and you get singed out socks. And even though you want to, but it's a silly idea. And but you put your sandals on. Oh, poor Angel's licking herself, and Christine, you're getting upset. Angel's got a heat rash. It's not good. I have a heat rash, but I haven't told Christine about it yet.
Maybe Angel needs to have her laundry done.
She needs her hair cut and cream put on her, but yeah. Me too. By the way, that's a good thing. So so during a heat wave too on a trip, your private areas get very tender. Your feet do too. You have to really wash your feet, but yeah. So, and this is a kind of we shouldn't talk about. We should though. If it's really hot, Gold Bond powder, talcum powder, put that under the boys, and that will help out. I put if it gets really bad, I'll start putting what's the solvent that actually for
Polysporin.
Polysporin, that works wonders because it will still, it will take the rot away, but also fight infection because you don't want that to happen. And also just changing. Get really nervous when big dogs down the way bark because that means a bear's coming in. Anyway, so yeah, just check and wash your underwear and wash your socks and just take your time out there, relax, and don't try to push it and make it a marathon. Chill and wash your stuff. Hygiene is really important. I know guys, not women, but guys are just brutal. They won't brush their teeth for 12 days. Well, we're camping. We don't need to brush our teeth. Like, are you serious? Like, brush your freaking teeth, for heaven's sakes. Like, why would you not brush your teeth? You brush your teeth at home.
Saying Dr. Bronner soap, it's all organic, fair trade. That's just good stuff, man. Great camp soap. Can't beat it, man. Can use it for everything. Wash your hair. Well, I just said you could eat everything. Everything you need to clean, including your teeth, your body, your clothes, the dog, your dishes. And, yeah, organic, biodegradable. Great stuff, man. Can't beat it.
Do that. Wash your private areas. Wash your feet. Yeah, watch trench rot will be really bad. You got to watch that. So make sure your feet are dry at night before you go to bed. Wait, how did we get in this conversation?
I was washing my feet in the bucket.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
That's really nice. Like,
So if we were on our 10-day interior trip we were supposed to do, we would basically swimming every night as soon as we got to camp. We wouldn't soap up in the lake, to be quite honest, but that's wrong. Okay, we would bathe. We would dive in, get freshed off, go back, soap up, clean up, use a pot, use a cooking pot. But I think I'll bring a bucket next time. And in the morning too, you might want to go for an early morning swim, and just keep everything fresh. But you don't bring a whole pile of clothes. You don't bring underwear for every single day for 10 days. That's ludicrous. I would bring 3 pairs of socks, 2 extra pair of underwear, maybe if it's a really hard trip, 1 extra pair, but just do laundry a lot more. Don't do the cotton underwear. Bring the ones that dry quickly. I'm not sure what they're made out of, but yeah, do that. And if it's really hot, sleep on top of the sleeping bag. You don't need the sleeping bag over you. So I think I've done enough. Oh, and don't bring deodorant. If you want bugs or mosquitoes or whatever attracted to you, they will if you smell nice and pretty. If you smell normal, they won't. And also, bears love the smell of things like toothpaste, deodorant, all that scenty soap in your tent. And I could tell you more than once I've had bear problems because of that being in the tent. There you go. I'm sounding like an old man. Well, you know, when I was young, we'd only wear 1 pair of underwear for 3 months. Well, and I still do.